Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you to those who have continued to support my channel, and welcome to those who are new. All right, put that one there. So I just thought I would take a look into the current energy that we're moving forward into, because it felt like I was picking up a tower moment. So naturally I'm going to be scanning to check, because I don't want it to be for me, and if it's not for me, then where is it coming from, or has it already landed, or is it incoming? So we've got harmony and suffering in silence underneath that. So when I first saw that, I felt like it was a disturbance of the peace. Yes, a relationship that, whether it doesn't have to be romantic, but a relationship dynamics that has it's hitting the rocks, something like that. So yeah, it's like an energy of a female biting their tongue because they don't want to, within a group setting or work setting or home, whatever it is, there's just trying to hold something back. It's like, if I say something, I'm going to either set somebody off, as in it feels like between a male and a female. So they may be a couple, or they may be at loggerheads within their close circle. So a female holding something back. With the base chakra there, that's what fell on the floor. It feels like trying to find common ground, maybe for some reason as well. With this and this one here, I'm seeing the Five of Wands. When I see the Five of Wands coming forward, it feels like, weirdly, Five of Wands, but I'm seeing like 3 different groups. So the harmony and suffering in silence could be 2 people just on their own. The Five of Wands is showing a group of people, and then there feels like either someone that are they excluded from the conversation, or that's how they're feeling, or they have been pushed to the side. It feels like a male, or they may have just gone into hermit mode and removed their self. Yeah, they feel a little bit distant from the others, so maybe no communication, or everyone's just doing their own thing. Yeah, so there's a sense of separation, maybe, and then maybe come into regrouping, but too many cooks spoil the broth, as we know, as they say. So everyone together maybe not making headway. So there's been a split, not a separation, but just one's going home, one's going here, and one's going on holiday or something like that. So it's like, let's regroup after the holidays, something like that. Okay. So we've got financial and material changes. So that feels like it's what's on everybody's mind. Yeah, so something in regards to moving forward, obviously, because we're looking into the energy of what's coming in. Specifically, I'm looking to see, is there an incoming tower moment, or are we seeing that it's already hit, and this could be the thought process that's following whatever that may be. So we've got trapped in fear. Okay, so with the one that feels like either they've isolated or they've removed themselves or people have put them to one side, it's given kind of a work feel. So trapped in fear, I was being shown like if the others are like a work board meeting. So say if someone's had a disciplinary or at work, this would be the person that's kind of sat outside waiting to go in, and the others are trying to discuss something. There's a way to, so like as well, I'm being shown like a jury, which that's not what I'm seeing, court or legal, but they're showing me like, oh, a jury, we can't come to an agreement, let's just go for lunch or have lunch and then we'll get back to it as soon as we get back, and then we've got a bit more of a focus. So something needs to process. I feel there's a female that is maybe an ideas person, or there's a creativity about her. She's to do with whatever this group is. It feels like friends group. They're all connected, but they're in different locations, it feels. But there's something creative about a female, and it's like maybe not so much coming from a strategy business sense as the others may put that suggestion side forward. This female feels like more of a abstract thinking or thinking out of the box, or whether they've got an optimistic view. Yeah, it feels whoever this female is, that the others could be a bit approaching whatever they're trying to decide a little bit serious. So that suggests there's a weight hanging either on somebody's fate. So, well, they've brought it on themselves, or we can't keep throwing them a lifeline. They need to not take accountability for their own actions, and like that saying, it's kind of almost like a buzzword, buzz phrase for the minute, but it feels like there's got to come to a point where, like say a family member, can't keep bailing them out as much as it's our duty or we feel that we want to family wise, but at some point we need to draw a line that will help you this time, but the next time you need to help yourself or demonstrate that you are. It feels that we're looking at, and whether that's the tower that's already hit or something, that whatever's gone on, it's like, well, we did say the next time you're on your own. So there's something like that, which is all well and good saying that, but then implementing it at the actual time is what I feel that we're picking up on. So somebody's waiting in the balance in hope that maybe this group, I'm not sure why these other ones just off to the side, it feels one person, a group of people, a small group, and then two people just off to the side. So there's an expectation that the mixture of the group will be able to find a solution, but I suppose, morals or ethics or looking at the bigger picture further down the line, it's the crunch line of having to make an uncomfortable decision. It's like, well, do we let them go, or do we say, we can't get involved this time, we did warn you, you're going to have to find a way on your own, which I don't believe that would be somebody's strong point. It feels that problem solving, to whatever extent this may be, isn't their strong suit. Yeah, so they're just tell me what you need to do and I'll get it done, or they can do an element, but something about this, it's tricky. All right. Okay, so that was coming from there quite a lot. Then we've got here the base chakra. So it's protecting the foundation, it's survival of the fittest. Feel like we're looking at a company or like an umbrella company, something like that, because I was getting like the Hierophant. So it's like making an appeal to, well, what are you going to say? Because we told you the last time, if it happens again, you're on your own, or final warning, or something like that. Yeah, so they don't want to leave someone high and dry, whether that means because it could still undo a thread for them. It kind of feels like a little bit, oh, let's just help them this time, and then we actually, like, the next time we mean it, the next time. So yeah, they're gonna help whoever it is. So trapped in fear, yeah, grateful, yeah, I swear I won't do it again, or anything you need, or I'll pay you back, something like that. All the things that's said when someone's given another chance, that is the essence of what it feels like. There's a male within that group that's not happy with that, but there doesn't seem to be another way. All right. Okay. So, yeah, material harvest. So there's whatever it is. It's not so much that the person that they're having to save or bail out, that it's because they're just so amazing and willingly they're doing it. It feels that they're kind of between a rock and a hard place. Is that not just the same thing? It's like it's either or. So let's, yeah, to not help, and the responsibility makes them a real liability, so it feels easier to just help them, bail them out for this time, which gives them more time to compact or restructure or strengthen their foundations, their position. Yeah, so they're biding more time. So even with that, it feels like another female that's there, not the creative one that I feel maybe has talked the other group round. They are, yeah, sorry, I was just tapped back into that creative one and I lost the connection to, yeah, she doesn't feel so happy. Yeah, so there's two people, they're not in a relate, they're separate. People aren't happy with it, but it's like that's the only option, or it's the strongest, the better one for now. It bides more time. So there's something about time. So material harvest is showing we're going to take a loss, which seems to be another eye roll, or the loss that's going to be taken is better than losing everything. That was it. It's like, if they're not helping, this person could go off and try to fix something or do it their own way, fend for theirself, clear up their mess or whatever it may be. But there's a female there that's worried that if they don't do it right, if they don't cover all angles, or if they make it worse, then it's gonna bring everyone, bring the heat, bring the light, or bring everyone down. There's an establishment, so an umbrella company, or a institute. Yeah, it's an institute of some kind, but it's like a umbrella company, and then there's all different bits that branch off, which are healthy, which run well. So I'm not sure what part, this one that's trapped in fear, why are they so embedded within, why are they able to cause so much damage if they don't bail them out again? That's what I'm just wondering. Yeah, okay, right, let's just see, because I was I was gonna say I was drifting off there, and then I thought maybe that's you as well, collective. I got the camera on as I'm thinking aloud, but I'm seeing it, and obviously you're not. Yeah, this trapped in fear, this person, let's maybe see, because they've gone quiet, or they're, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna be over here, because they just don't want to put a foot wrong or make something worse, or they're waiting in the hope that this group will extend another lifeline, or be compassionate, or just give them another chance beyond chances. These two, they've gone quiet, so maybe they're not obviously they're not as influential, because it doesn't feel like they're having some kind of input in regards to the outcome. So yeah, disciplinary may be significant for someone. What comes after disciplinary is that that's it, got your disciplinary, the warning, and you're out. But it's not really, is it? It's not. It's down to, I suppose, maybe this person, when they're on form, they can deliver, they get stuff done, or say if they're like a really good salesperson, then it's like they bring a lot of money into the company, or they're an amazing networker. There's something that they do, or their skill and their ability. But then maybe say their personal life, they're just an absolute nightmare, and there's no separation. So the reputation of the establishment, it's like we sell soft drinks, but yet you keep in your private life being flagged up for being drunk and getting into fights. It's just, it doesn't go with the image of the company. All right, so they could be going through something personal, obviously. So number 5, material and financial changes, which is what's coming into question. So we've got justice in the reverse. So I'm gonna just take the energy that this person, yeah, it's the same, it's not changing, they're known for, they're really good, but there's that other aspect as well. Whereas now it's come to the point that it's, the consequences are detrimental to not only other workers but the whole company. It's like something about the image. So we've got justice in reverse. So something serious has been done that there's no way of covering it over, smoothing over. So it's holding the hands up maybe, but without throwing them out to the wolves, or it's like, yeah, we acknowledge what's happened, that person, they've been sacked or they've lost the job and they're not here with us anymore. There's something like, that's not enough, or that's not the way. So it feels that it's better that they do protect this person and everyone embrace the impact. So I feel we've got a tower coming in. So maybe we're looking at a series of towers. So whatever this injustice was, and financial material changes is what's brought it about. And again, we've got here the potential having to take a hit and a loss, but so like a tower in reverse, I suppose. That's what this will be representing. They can't be seen to do anything, so maybe they've turned a blind eye in the past, but now it's getting to the point where it's not I must be psychic, yay. Now it's getting to the point where playing ignorant just isn't it's not washing, or it's not possible. If you feel like, if we're saying that the base chakra is the foundations of an umbrella company or an establishment, or different people own different sections of industry, let's say, and they all come together, which is the Hierophant, the Institute, and so that is the foundations of it. So maybe this person may have their own section of whatever this company may be, but it's overlapping, it's causing an effect of somehow, whatever it is, whether there's been the tower before with learning whatever this is, then we've got the tower in the upright, because now they're finding that they're boxed in themselves, and it's not as easy as before with, if it happens again, we're going to let you go, or we're going to have to distance ourselves from you. In that time, they were able to ignore anything, not acknowledge, but whatever's changed or whatever it is. So carrying something on, or it's like, I thought we stopped all of that, but then someone had carried on, something like that. Whatever it is, we've got the tower, and that just in itself makes sense why I've started recording and the energy that I was picking up on. So we've got here the Knight of Cups. That felt like a mask slipping. Yeah, broken promises, we've told you. Yeah, and a little bit of a childish feel, especially with it's like waiting for the result, but kind of knowing, yeah, it's like they couldn't imagine them not saving them, but maybe not realizing that these people are at the point where they literally are so ready to cut ties. Yeah, so imagine if it was, say, an event and this person's area was like catering or something. Yeah, you can get a new caterers in, but maybe it's too close to an event deadline and people already know, like investors or uniforms have got everybody's, like it's all of that, it's already there, and then someone's just been too much or done something extra in the personal or whatever it may be, and now it's really spilling over. And I'm aware I keep going over it, but for me, I'm building on that energy because they feel like it is a little bit like, oh, I'll just go and be over here. So it's allowing everyone else to fix their mess, which is why it was coming up about taking accountability, responsibility, but they've not got the room, the scope, the time to leave it as that. Yeah, it would end up costing more. So empty promises, didn't keep their word. Something about image, as in the reputation of the company. So yeah, it's like everyone's smiling and happy, but with this in the background, it'd be like if that was in the papers or public knowledge, there's no way of us pretending we didn't know, because if these are entrepreneurs, business people, respected and highly intelligent, how would you not know? It's that kind of thing. So there's definitely something about ethics or character coming into question. So yeah, we've got here the King of Wands in reverse. Whatever way it seems like they're trying, it feels like the females are trying to speak up, or maybe like they're able to be, well, we could just do it like this or frame it like that or say it's like that, but there's like a bit of an irritant. So whether they're in a argument together, or maybe that could be for some of you another angle, that one person and a female that's more like on the board of directors, and this is someone that is a franchise or a part of the company, their own bit, if we were saying catering, it's something like that. So their personal lives have crossed and now it's spilling over into the company. But there's the confidence in their ability or to be able to pull it off has been lost. Seeing 3 men. Yeah, lack of inspiration, no spark. It's very strategic in each movement, because not wanting to add fuel to the fire is what I'm getting from that. Not wanting to start something off or reignite something. So this person could have a history, and maybe there's like 3 years is coming forward for, I don't know, like say like 3 years ago, it's enough to have forgotten about and been smoothed over, and then now at the getting ready for an event or something. It's not a launch, but maybe it's an introduction of another aspect, like, oh, now we've got our spa or something like that, so you can have treatments done and yeah, there's all different parts that make the whole. It's been going a while. Yeah, I don't know. A retreat, it could be a retreat, that type of thing. And slowly, slowly it's been expanding, but it seems to work well enough. Okay. Yeah, so with that Ace of Wands in reverse, I just felt a male feels like they're possibly the older of the group, but it's like, yeah, I'm not happy with it, or I'm not feeling it, but it's our only option. So there's something about really being boxed in. It's something that maybe they've not come up against before, because if you've got so many intelligent business, creative thinking, money-minded, all aspects of individuals all coming to look at the same situation, issue, problem, but yet everyone is stumped on how to move forward, it suggests for me that what we're looking at is an aspect that they had never needed to consider. So it's something that's new, or it's never got to that stage before. Okay. Yeah. Happy families, happy business. It's so behind closed doors, as it should be. Whatever's going on, if it's the company's got an image, it's got to look like it's running smooth. We all get on, they probably do, so they may all be friends and known each other. It feels that it does work. And also there is something, it's like, say, oh, if that's someone's younger brother, or they're a nightmare, but they're good at this, and who else are we going to get to replace that section now? So there's a bit of an endearing, like, yeah, almost it feels like a brotherly feel, or a masculine that's taken them off to the side. It's like, seriously, don't let me down. I vouched for you then, and you were almost out. So I don't know, what is this? Well, it's like we're building the energy, I get that, but what have they done? Let's just grab a different deck and see. Something feels like it's broad, because it feels like it's nice weather and harmony, like a relaxing. Yeah, love begins. All right, so on a whole, everything always runs smooth, or it's not like that. So it makes sense to let's just do it again this one once more, and we actually mean it. And then we've got this triumph, which is the sword of truth, but also an acknowledgement, dealing with it, being seen to deal with it, rather than there was this feeling at the beginning of playing ignorant. It feels it's past that point, but with all of those bits in place, regardless of who's happy, and so it brings balance and peace back to the situation, restoring harmony. The undertone is there, the trapped in fear that it's not going to come out, or that whatever structure is watertight, and that they're not let down by the person again. The Tower, hoping that it's a reverse, whereas they're not going to be able to see if they've just had one and then they've got another one. My feel is we're looking at another. So we've got this suffering in silence. Could be something to do with finances. The personal life's bleeding over. Love begins, harmony's restored. With our Ten of Cups as well, it's been able to find a resolve. And then material and spiritual prosperity. So it's like a wellness, or like that makes me feel like it's a singing bowl, regrounding. So yeah, it's big money, big business. But what did they do? Maybe, like I said, the female and male dynamics, that there's a personal relationship has gone over and they've hit rocks of some kind. Jackpot, so finances, winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money, and it was in the reverse. And then we've got financial and material changes, so something to do with company money, or are they feeling this person was a wrong investment, or something's not come through? Maybe somebody's took let's say, they were out, had a drink, and they made a deal or done something whilst they were under the influence of some kind, and now it's come back to bite them in the ass. And this could have been separate. They could be a gambler. They've taken a risk of some kind, and it's like a risk too far, or taking an unnecessary risk is the word that I was looking for. So we've got creeping, so that's the same feeling there as so there could be a jealousy of watching, could be to do with a rival business, or something going on. So could be a gambler behind the scenes. It's an addiction of some kind that's been able to be kept under wraps, but now it's not. It's bleeding over into, like, it's becoming manifest. It's not being hidden. Look, and here we've got bad habits, drugs, addictions, toxicities, and that was in the reverse. So that was in the reverse, meaning for some reason, this could be for some, not all, or just another aspect of it. It's like, say, someone went to prison whilst they were in there, they got clean, if that's even a thing, and then they come out and they weren't supposed to be doing whatever, or they didn't go away because they needed to go on to a program, or they weren't supposed to be doing it. Maybe some knew, or people knew what they did, but it was manageable to an extent, and now something's happened and they weren't supposed to be under the influence, or it can't be hidden. Something, it's like an addiction or an obsession of some kind that behind the scenes creeping in your private life, get on and do whatever you want. We can turn a blind eye to it because it doesn't affect us, and we can say, no, I didn't even have a clue that that was a thing, to be honest. I've never seen it. That type of stance. Whereas now it's just, there's no way of using that, and possibly it's been used more times in one way or another. So we've got bad habits in reverse, and also this jackpot in reverse. So definitely a gamble, an addiction, a risk. It could be a combination of all different things. It could be just, even if it was like, say, drinking or whatever, that under the influence, and then taking a uncalculated risk. Maybe they've sat on it for a while. Creeping could be just purely because of the way that they are trying to take a look at something without being seen, or it's like peering round the meeting door to see are they smiling, or are they looking pissed off, or trying to gauge a situation without being caught or seen watching or looking. Maybe something's happened and nobody's known, and they are expecting, because there's a tower that's hit, and they're just waiting to see when it's going to manifest. And then here we've got the tower is showing, so it's having to speak up about it. That tower is them learning about whatever the previous tower for this person was. It's like, don't tell me you blah blah blah, I don't want to hear it. It's like, well, yeah, but there's more. So we've got photo proof, getting evidence, trapped in fear, suffering in silence. Did anyone see you? Were there cameras? So say, for example, and it's just example, it's like someone like hit and run. It's like, or even like hit a car, done something, and then drove off. They were under the influence, possibly. Be like, were there cameras around? Did you see anyone? It's that sort of thing. No, not that I can remember, but I'm not too sure. So that could be as well what puts them in this position, because to play dumb or to continue to plead ignorance to these shenanigans or whatever, when they're already known for having a history of that type behavior, or whatever that's trying to be hidden and concealed between the friends group or whatever this is, then that's behind closed doors. That's their private business. Why would clients and staff and everyone else know? They shouldn't need to. But with this getting evidence or whatever this represents, it's too flaky, or it's not concrete enough. There's too many frayed edges that could turn into a disaster further down the line if the truth really did start presenting and it's going against them. If they're trying to maintain an image of truth and honesty and integrity and ethics and morals and all of the rest of it, for them to be covering up and hiding and aligned with that to save themselves because it's linking to money and the loss that would be made, then obviously it's going to do more damage for that image and everything else than if they had just let that person go who was on their last chance, last legs, and were warned anyway. It's like, just go out and do it. But maybe there is a family link or family connection or soul family something. It's like knowing, pushing that person out, and they're probably already like on the edge of guilt and shame and beating themselves up more than anyone can do. You know, it's like putting themselves through the ringer, that type of thing. It's like if they're already battling with trying to hide some kind of addiction, whatever it may be, then they know that they're gonna just send that person over the edge, and then it's going to be even worse. So there's something about supporting to contain something, but the undertone of it is actually to benefit themselves rather than really kind, caring and compassionate, which is why I was picking up the feeling of lots of people not really happy, or mixed emotions would describe it the best. So they're knowing that they have to acknowledge a truth, and then we've got just under here, we've got balance, because being seen to address something, take accountability, responsibility, but altogether it rebalances something. And then we do have the universe there, mental conflict under there, which is again showing that just because they're all working together doesn't mean that they are happy with it. And just as I'm seeing that face, I'm feeling drawn to then what do the other two that we saw at the beginning, how do they come into it? So unless this person that's isolated themselves off is a part of a three, but we're just seeing that they were the ones that were up for the meeting in the question, but usually they would be with them, could be for some. Right, so we've got dirty offer. That could be a truth coming out that, yeah, jackpot. So they were, yeah, they took a chance, like easy money or something off the record, or they've done whatever. I'm not going to keep going through all of the different possibilities that it could be, but I suppose what it's saying is all of that condenses down to there was some kind of dirty offer, whether they've offered it to someone or whether they've been caught up in some kind of dealings of whatever kind, and now it's come back to bite them in the ass. We've got stalker, stalking, watching, obsessed. Again, that could be like a surveillance, but with it being in the reverse, covering up again to get the image back to as normal and fluffy and light as it's always been. But with that creeping, there's almost like a I don't want to look, but I have to. It's like, oh, somebody got delivered a letter today. Don't want to keep looking to see if they opened it yet. They've still not opened it. It's that kind of thing. Again, the feeling with the tower, that's hit, and it's like, when's it coming, when's it coming? So this person trapped in fear, there's a state of anxiety, yeah, their nerves, it's like, just let me know when you've decided. But yeah, wanting to listen at the door but not really wanting to hear, so a little bit all over the place. Yeah, which would make sense why whatever it is, these people need to manage it and handle it for that time. Yeah, unbothered in the reverse. So putting up appearances, it's acting unbothered but really trapped in fear, suffering and silence. So there's that energy of is it going to be enough, or will it just smooth over? Did we do it? Is it yeah, so not going to know, obviously, how it's they can't preempt the so something's completely, they've not experienced it or been in this position before, so they've never had to like cover all bases just in case that's a possibility at some point it would come into play or happen. It's like that bit was never discussed or bounced around. It was never in the timeline or a possibility, so never explored. So whatever this is, it's just, there is no trial run. It's, we've all agreed on this, not happy, let's roll it out, let's do it. But it's thinking on the feet, so it's keeping up appearances and like learning on the feet, or like what's like method acting, in a sense of like, it's, you've just got to go with whatever comes up in the moment, but that's bringing a sense of anxiety. Yeah, so something's dragging out, not looking bothered. No, not stalking, we're not doing that, it's all good, is the energy and the feel. But then it's like walking past each other in the office or something, rolling the eyes, like, good luck when you go in, because yeah, so good luck when you go in. So like a presentation, or so all eyes are on. So if there was like a launch of something, yeah, it's giving a feel like, let's just get such and such out the way, or get past this date and then we'll deal with it. But hoping that they can hold the fort until then. Something's fragile, something is falling apart. Cyberbully, which feels that with the universe there, mental conflict, that whether it's online or we were just seeing a letter or something, letter could be text, there wasn't not sure maybe what evidence or what pictures or something like that was the foggy part that wasn't rock solid enough to be confident moving forward, which is why we had the King of Wands in reverse, feeling uneasy and a little bit insecure about how solid a plan or structure is, something like that. So with the universe there, maybe it's something that's happened in the past and now it's coming back because there's a similar situation, or something's like triggered another, or brought awareness back to another time. yeah, maybe it's like not so much cyber bully, but maybe it could be like an outburst or an argument. It'd be like, yeah, well, I was drunk and I've said this, but I didn't mean it. But somehow they're not able to erase it. But it doesn't look good. So whatever's been said may have just been said out of frustration or in a heated moment. But it's like it's crossed the line into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, positive. Yeah, so it's kind of like let's say split personality. I'm not making a diagnosis, but it's not even feeling like Jekyll and Hyde. It's they're all right until they've had a drink, that type of thing. They're good at what they do and they're always present well. But then as soon as that they were supposed to have left it alone and they were doing well, as soon as that comes in the mix, then everything goes out the window and then we've got shit like this to have to deal with. But it's worse. So whether it's what they've been caught doing, caught red-handed, or the severity of what's been said, or even if they've tried to cover it over themselves so people didn't know, and it's that trying to cover it over that's made it worse. Like, I don't know, something spills or a stain, or try to rub it and it spreads it more or makes it worse. It's like I tried to clear it up, but I made it worse. That type of thing. And then we've got that, like, look, the truth, the balancing, and the universe. And especially if they're connected to spiritual, material prosperity, love begins, family, soul family, if it's all of that type of vibe, that type of feel, and like a real, it's about an image, isn't it, portraying that, whatever this is. And yeah, it opens a door because it's leading to something else doesn't make sense. Again, that's why I'm getting the feeling that if it was as simple as, say, this was the first time, they could have just said, oh, blah, 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 whatever, and brushed it off, or literally ignored it, turned a blind eye and so. But there's something different, that something either didn't stop or went to excess, or impersonator. So what, gambling and different accounts online rather than cyberbully, because that bit doesn't feel, it feels like cyber being online, impersonator, so multiple like gambling accounts or applying for things, or obviously pretending to be different people to make something look a certain way. Yeah, like, oh, we're going to introduce this new whatever. Like, look, we've already got all of these pre-sales, these orders, or these inquiries, something like that, that's looking more than what it is. So is that going to be linking to the accounts, or but it's like, leave it as it is, but on the launch day we actually need to get those people to physically buy it. so then it balances back up. Something like that, possibly. Yeah, that even feels like it would be, if it were, that feels like, oh, well, if it was that simple, then yeah, definitely. But it's not, because that mental conflict's like there's a hook or a thread that attaches to something else. Like, I'm being shown, say if there was like an unfair dismissal dispute that was in the company, books, history, or whatever, this person, whatever they are within this setup, this hierophant structure, be like, well, if you're dealing with them that way, how comes that person got unfairly dismissed? One rule for one, covering for one, and unfair treatment of another. It's like something doesn't make sense, but yet they know they can't throw that person under the bus, or that person, it's like a liability, but they're the ones that put the most money in to start the company, or something like that, that they can't quite sever ties. They need more time. Unbothered, cock blocking. So bothered about maybe again relationship dynamics. We had the harmony. So someone else coming into the mix. Again, there's that insecurity. Someone might not be into the other one as much as they used to be. Something's off, that much we know. And then we've got spiritual hater, which would be there. So whatever it is, it's not in alignment with the company. Yeah, just company image. It's whatever they're trying to project as, this is us, this is what we stand for individually and together. Is like, is it the company ethos or something like that? It's yeah, that's what you stand for, but yet how are you not aware of that, or you didn't see that, or you've dealt with that, but this one's different? There's like a bridge or a connector that bit needs to be shown, explained, or demonstrated, because without it there isn't a transition. Or it's like a bit, it's like, oh, I was an addict and now I'm not, so that bridge will be, well, the missing element was, oh, I went to such and such for 6 months or however long, and that's where I had my treatment. When I come back, now I'm not addicted. It's that bridge, that connector, that is causing the problem. They can't explain the transition or explain something away. Yeah. Right, okay, well, that was a interesting one. Let's see, I'll just take one of these just to get what's the universe saying. It's like creeper looking. We've got, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about how I see the world. Yeah, so it's like, give me one more chance, or changing the perception of something, or maintaining the perception, or how something's seen. Yeah, okay, so there you go, collective. That's your little reading for today. I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.